Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. We are ready for one final tune-up before the regular season begins. Off we go in the rain here at Lambeau Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And we will not have a return. This one hit in the field of play and bounces out of bounds. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
There's so much conversation around the NFL, Mike, about the importance of these preseason games. And while the final score certainly doesn't matter, there is the evaluation of your roster, your personnel. You can't replicate these live reps and simulate them in practice. So these are your moments. Go out, play fast, play confident, build those reps that you need so when the regular season comes around, you're ready.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
He'll run the sneak. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He doesn't have by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on 3rd down.
That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
2 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And a short pickup here. Brought down just shy of midfield. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
1-yard line.
On play action, Love. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
No need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. And Greg, after this one, it counts for real. Final preseason game. So what's the feeling like around the team in the locker room when you get to this point, the end of the preseason?
I think the biggest emotion is probably relief. I think especially for some of the older guys, Mike, it's did you get through healthy? Is your body right? Are you mentally ready for what's going to be a very long, turbulent, up and down? There's going to be a lot of good moments. There's going to be some bad moments. Are you physically and mentally ready for what an NFL season is going to be like? And I think that's what every guy in that locker room is asking themselves, taking inventory of their own checklist. So get through training camp, get through the dog days of camp, and get into a routine, get into the regular season practice schedule, and inevitably get to what matters the most, which is the games.
Third down, way to go.
A 3-yard gain.
Shaheed in motion. Third down, they go with Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Packers offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain. Brings up second.
They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this to about the 28. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by that rookie second-rounder. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. 2 yards.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Seahawks first down.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Now to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted it up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. On comes the punter now. As he is on to kick it for Seattle. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as the tackle is made at the 26-yard line.
And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And I'm up and down, just shy of the 40. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Packers first down.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. A run up the middle with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and it looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense head back onto the field. Have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Love. The short one caught by Kraft. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down back to the 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety at first points on the board, and the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Begin with a zone read. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Made by Julian Love. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacob. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard.
Here's a handoff to Jacob. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. And they hold him.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. DeMarcus Lawrence getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Well, Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Darnold. Flat, Smith and Jigba has it. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The Packers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Love. With this over the middle to Golden. That's time up Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run with Jacobs. Neomatic only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as they'll stop with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
4 yards. And the Packers first down.
Love to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now, faking the give. Pass caught right side by Pratt. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Packers first down.
To throw is Love. We'll get this one out to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
On 2nd down, Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be from 42 yards out. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thank you. The rain, as you see, still coming down in sheets. We'll see how the coaching staff adjust to the weather here in the second half. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the game. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive. 8 of 10 and a quick first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Jacobs. And will only be able to muster a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Jacobs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 1-yard gain.
Back to throw is Love. It looked like a Packer was able to corral it, and indeed, possession stays with Green Bay.
It's 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Whoa! And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Seahawks offense ready for it there. First possession of this second half. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. On the ground, Walker to start the drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Darnold now to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Once again, it's Walker. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it 4th down.
6 on the play. It's now 4th down and 1.
That's taken at about the 14. But this turns out to be a solid return as they finally get him to the ground.
50-yard line.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Running is Jacobs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 14 on the pickup. 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Second down and 8. Handoff running left. It's Jacobs. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jacobs. And he's they go backwards. Taken down at the 6. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. One more time, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal,
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get across the 20, plus him down to the 23-yard line. Outcome for Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. He's searching for a way to get on that scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
17 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. EA Sports back for more. The NFL preseason after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Start of the 4th, and it's a run with Charbonnet. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
They go play action. It's blocked. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Bearcats called for and taken successfully. The Packers offense ready to get back at it. They've got the 8-0 lead. Going to try to build on it here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. Willis. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
set to kick this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before it can get any return cranked up. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's locked. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
Here's a run inside, and it's Charbonnet. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete.
Intended for
Zach Charbonnet was the intended target.
He was
3rd down coming up. Lock out of the shotgun. Open man is Jake Bobo. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away well short of the first down mark. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's locked. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Here's Wilson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run. It's Wilson. And some good blocking. Bringing a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
He'll try to sneak it here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the run, it's Wilson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
He's brought down at the 31. 10 yards on the pickup.
A run here with Wilson. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they are in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? And now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. A carry here for Wilson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Willis now to throw. Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
18 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now the pitch it out here. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock to the stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Willis. To the middle. That one caught by Watson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 45-yard line. And third and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. On the ground, here's Wilson. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
they face second down and 7. They'll run with Wilson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Trying to run it with Lloyd. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. On comes the Packers punting team.
For the Packers.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Here's Locke to throw. That's to the rookie, the 5th rounder, Torrey Horton. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
That's good for the Seahawks.
Locke to throw on 1st down. He'll step up and run. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Locke. He'll take off again. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Locke to throw on 1st and 10. He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
This one complete to Bobo. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. Now Locke. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. To throw is Locke. He's got a man, that's Torrey. And he's going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Here comes 2nd down. Locke to throw. They'll be first to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10?
Yards to go.
Here's Locke. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. throw it. Block. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. So wind up a turnover on down.
It all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
So, it's a win for the Packers. Finish off the preseason unbeaten, and they are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. So, that'll just